sound really awkward, but it's only because like I had a really uh unexpected weekend, which felt very very draining, and so like if I felt like I went on an adventure when I really hadn't. Arguably, I would say I went on a big adventure, but I finally get to sit down and just deep dive into the things that I like, which in the mean at this moment is this very game. Otomate. This is the game that has pulled me out of a lot of tiring weekends. So yeah, welcome to my stream. Today is more chill, more farming, streaming, doing some side quests, and just yapping away about what all I've done. This the past really the past 2 weeks because a lot happened the past 2 weeks. Some more tiring than others. I'll yap about it eventually as I start playing, but yeah. Okay, so the thing. Okay, first things first. Changli is out, right? Madam Changli herself is out. Hold on, let's let that loading bar finish. Hold on. Come on, man. Yeah, so first things first, Changli's out. I actually played her, you know, like you can play her demo in like this event right now, which so good. And then of course I tested her, of course. And Mortify, so just to see what they say about him in the trial. Oh, we do have her companion mission, so I don't know if I'll have time to get to that, because it's going to be there for another 21 days. So we'll see. So first, she's here. She is here, and second, I pulled for her yesterday. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't gonna be a big surprise or anything because I was guaranteed to get her. So I'll be saving up all my currency for her sword because I do need more weapons. What's my pity on this thing? My pity on this thing is like pretty low. Yeah, about 20. So I have, what's the thing for the weapon? 80. So I got 60 more, which I feel like I can get through it if I push this game in terms of leveling up my union level. I think I can do that, but that requires time, like off stream, for me to do that. So first and foremost, we'll start with this daily quest, and then we'll go through all these side quests and, you know, finish the daily quest and everything. Oh, it's just there. So yeah, just to talk a bit of some of my characters and what I'm doing right now. So right now I'm leveling up their skill, at least to complete like the top levels here, like the stat bonuses. Like these I can kind of wait a little bit. Okay. Yeah, and then of course I need money. So like the thing with money, right? Hopefully the system that they will have, which is I think what they have in Genshin and Star Rail, is that once you've maxed out your union level, any additional EXP will be converted into currency. So I don't know what's the maximum here. So far I know 60 is the part where we can face Ascend. So I'm not too sure. I think hopefully it ends at 60. Hopefully. But I think it could be 70 as well, because I think 60 to 70 is going to be a huge jump in terms of like how much EXP you need per level. So hopefully it's not going to be too much. Hold on, let me just this for my. Cause like I put the volume for my game at like 20%. Okay. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. I hope I hope no one experienced a similar bad luck, a chain of bad lucks as I did. So I think I talked about this in my streams last week. In that the flooring in my home did experience some issues which warranted getting a contractor to come in, which means I had to take leave off work to do that because it's going to be a full day construction. Oh, where is the thing? Go to the windowsill and check for oil stain. Here? Yeah, so it was lucky that I already took leave from work ahead of time. But it was to do something else, in fact. So I had to cancel that something else and get the contractor in on that day. Because the timing was just right for it. And it was better to get it done than to delay it and having to jump over. I would literally have to jump over, I think like 4 feet, about 1 meter across the hallway to get to my room. It was just better all around to get it done as soon as possible. Now, after that was on a Friday, and then Saturday I literally spent from brunch up to 5-6 o'clock just cleaning my apartment of 5 cents. Oh gosh, hold on. So yeah, I was cleaning my house from top to bottom of all the dust from the construction. Ooh. And it was tiring because I am not in my early 20s. In fact, my body feels like I'm in my 40s, which is not a good thing, but so it was tiring. I had to wipe the furniture, the floors, countertops, like tops of furniture, tabletops, the fridge. What else? All my spice bottles that I forgot to put away. And then what's even worse was that I couldn't finish cleaning the kitchen floors, which was where some of the floors were affected and were under construction for. And I had to postpone it. So that was the weekend before. So then this past weekend I actually had to scrub the floors of all the dust and the small fragments that the broom could not pick up, things like that. And that also, although luckily it wasn't like a huge area that I had to clean off. Hi, hope I'm doing well. Well, hi Huntress. That's actually a very Huntress. I don't know why. I feel like because of how tired I am, I'm like semi-dyslexic right now. But hi Huntress, how are you doing? Yeah, me. I'm at 50% battery already on the second day of a working week. If you want to hear my very unlucky I'm doing great. Thank God someone out there is doing great, because me, at least for the whole month, I feel like every week I had something going on which chipped away at my soul every week, but hopefully the last of it has passed. Sounds good. Yeah, hopefully the last of it has passed. And I was on the phone with my friend, when was it? Last Friday, which was when the bulk of the bad things that happened happened. And I was talking to my friend and I was saying, it's like, you know what? Nobody call me this weekend. I have a singular adult errand to run, And I'm just gonna run that, and nobody called me during the weekend. Nobody called me during the week even. Last Friday. Oh, I see. Yeah. Because I finished work at 6. I went to like a family thing until 9:40. By the time I drove home, I was crying because of the accumulated stress and tiredness. Luckily, the weekend, no, even the weekend was pretty busy for me because I live away from my parents. So, yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I live away from my parents, so they were in town for something, so I had to help them run additional errands, which took up some of my energy as well. And then luckily Sunday I hope, I feel it was the last of the craziness. Okay, so forgive me, Huntress, because I'm working off a singular. Oh fuck! I'm working off a singular screen, so I don't have the best. I won't say the best. Just I don't have the most optimized setup to catch up to chats and stuff. But luckily, like, I don't have that many chatters anyway. So when I can, I actually do have sound alerts on for myself. That's how I know you are in chat and talking to me. So the sound alerts will let me know if a new chat comes in. So just be patient with me. So just be patient with me. So I hope you have fun, relax, and yeah, enjoy me just doing free to play stuff today. Accumulated stress. Yeah. I mean, I wish that wasn't so. I felt like the past couple of months I've been managing it well. But oh shit. I feel like it's just this month things just kept piling on top of each other, so I couldn't get to a lot of things as fast as I would like, which prolonged the stress even. So I hope with this weekend, the last of my long-term adulting duties will be settled for the next couple of months at least. Yeah. Oh. Ah. Oh lord, I cannot wait to cap my union level right now. I need more currency to level up all the characters I want to use. It's actually like a oh fuck. What happened? Well, what happened is I took a hit face on. Okay, hold on. Let me, Verena, do something please, sweetie. Woo! Ah! Hey, do you like this game? This game streaming is amazing. What character are you? Okay, so characters that I use a lot, which I can't show at the moment. But actually, this is one of the teams I use the most often. So hold on. So of course Verena, because we need a healer. We need a healer, and she actually does have attack boost set up in her kit. I don't fully understand how those boost transfers yet, but I feel like her outro skill is the one that does it. And her and her ultimate. Then I got this hand. I got Palcharo, which is the second guy, and then the red head is Yinlin. I typically go with this because right now this is my strongest team. By the way, I have an idea for your channel branding. Oh, okay. I would love to hear it because, I mean, I just started. I'm just doing things as and when I have time. So if you have an idea, you can let me know. Do I like this game? Yes, very much so. This game streaming is amazing. I hope you mean by my skill, which thank you, actually. Hold on, yeah. Woo! No. Oh my goodness. I'm actually playing on the Southeast Asian server because that's where I'm from. And I tell you, I think even Genshin doesn't have a Southeast Asia, oh my gosh, server. So my ping is the absolute best it has been since I started playing gacha games and online games in general. So I am very happy with this game. Ooh. I feel like the difficulty level is also a bit more compared to Genshin, and I like that. Because, to be honest, the fighting style in Genshin gives players a lot of opportunity to do stuff and like change how they fight and stuff. I'll give you. Can you drop your Discord? So okay, Huntress. I don't think there's too many people chatting here. I mean, you can just freely say what you like, or else I can also just turn off the chat that's being displayed on stream if it's uncomfortable for you. I have a Discord, but I don't know how to use it. And right now at least I'm not too comfortable using Discord. Yeah, especially since I'm also streaming. So if you want me to turn off the on-screen chat while you, because I can see through other channels what you're chatting at least. So you can just chat through there. Like, yeah. I think it's okay. It's okay. So usually on all the games I play, I am just free to play, to be honest. I don't have enough adult money to wail on these games. Oh gosh, I'm throwing so hard. I hate these people. I hate these things.
Your time is over. My field of expertise.
Ah!
No mercy.
Ooh.
Unleash the fans.
You need to go first, flautist. Oh my gosh.
Saw that coming. All is fair in war.
Tear me to pieces.
Nice.
Crush them. Roll for me.
Almost done. Ayo. Die, please. Okay, thank you. Do you have Twitter? I do have Twitter. Just give me one moment and let me see what I can do.
I see my way clear.
Give me a moment. Hold. Don't send anything weird, okay? I'm just like I'm trusting you enough to give you my social media handle. So
I see my way clear.
Okay, so that's my handle. I don't know a better way to show it, but that's my handle. So yeah. Let me claim my rewards. After this, I'll probably be just running around and exploring the new map a little bit, and the old map really, because I found actually like a feature that I was probably the last person to find out about it. There's a section in the map where you can click on it and it shows you what types of puzzles is there, how much is your completion and stuff like that. Like in percentages, they give you everything. Oh my goodness. The one thing I would like to do with some of these characters is to group enemies, but I guess it makes sense that only the arrow characters can do that. But I am so far not liking the characters too much. I mean oh, god damn it. Yeah, I'm not the best at this game yet. I want to be good at this game because I feel like the combat system is more diverse and it challenges me, which is great actually. which is what I want. The Honkai Star Rail also, until now, I think challenges me because it's turn-based, so everything is purely on your stats. So for me, I'm weak at building stats. Someone is following me on Twitter. Just for thank you. Though to be honest, I'm not that active on Twitter. I do want to start using my Twitter though, because the past couple of weeks I had to reschedule my stream quite a bit because of conflicts from real life. And I thought, okay, it's time I start utilizing my Twitter for that. Because originally, okay, I have the reason why I have a Twitter when I previously didn't. I only had it for the past couple of months. Is because I actually want to be able to be on top of. This is gonna sound. This might sound a bit different. But
There's no time to waste.
I use Twitter to keep up with Hololive news, whether mostly the Holostars YouTubers actually, because the only reason I wanted to stream is because of Holostars. Just follow back me. You definitely like my channel branding idea. Look, I thank you for dropping by, but I'm not in a hurry to find people or to find inspiration for branding. So if I do end up looking at what you have,
You done
let me
staring?
just see what you have, because I hold on. Oh, okay. Hi, Kin. How are you doing? As you can see, Miss Huntress over here is introducing me to some of her works. I'll look into that later, Huntress, and if I'm interested, I will let you know. But thank you for dropping by, and I hope you enjoy the rest of my stream. Okay, what do I want to do now? I want to... Ooh, hold on. Doing good. How about me? How about me? I'm physically tired. I am physically tired from a lot of things. I'm physically tired from a lot of things. Even more so because I was trying to relieve stress by doing yoga yesterday, and okay, where am I going? Oh my gosh.
There's no time to waste.
The hell? The hell? What's this? I don't understand what's happening. Oh, okay, I understand. I think I get it. Yeah, I think I get it. Okay. Always tired. Yeah, I think every time I come on stream, I say I'm tired. I think it's just because like I'm streaming after work. That's why. So like I think that's why I always say I'm tired. But yeah, I want to be less tired when I stream. I think it's just that this month for me, every week there's something going on. Whether it's one thing like things with my apartment, things with my family, things with conflicting schedules. So I'm always tired juggling all those things and having sufficient energy to complete all of it. So I think that's why I'm just always tired. Yeah. So yeah. I mean, I think that's just the month. That's how the month is for me right now. Okay, hold on. What do I need now? I don't know what I need. Yeah, so my current plan right now, I have most of the characters at as highest level as I can at the moment. So I thought I would actually level up some skills, but I think now looking back, I should be farming for their next ascension materials. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Because at least for now, all my characters that I want to use are at level 80. Except for this lady, but it's only because I haven't beat her EXP. I don't know if I want to do Mortify, but I'm definitely gonna do... Yes, I have Miss Madam Changli here because I was super impatient. Yesterday. I thought I want to save it for the stream to get her, but I mean, it wasn't gonna be much of a surprise anyway because I was guaranteed to get her. So now the surprise for me right now is gonna be the weapon, because I am at 20 pity right now and, you know, 0 currency. But 20 pity, I have about 40 draws to go, or 40 or 50 draws to go to hit soft pity, and hopefully I win my 50. I have 3 weeks to gather as much of these things, which I feel like I can do because I'll be exploring a lot and I want to do these side quests. Let's just complete these side quests. I have... Oh my gosh, they're everywhere. Maybe I'm gonna just go for exploring right now. Okay, what? Something is up there. So we'll go up here. Off late on social media, I've been seeing a lot of people challenging the mutants, like those red aura echoes, and I think even for... Oh, I forgot. Even for I think Mount Firmament, like their exploration events, I think some of them you can go to you can go and fight some of them. I think Clang... No, this one. Mighty Light Crusher, I think he's one of them. I know in this one, there was one more. I remember fighting. It was one of the new tiger looking ones. There is that. Yeah. But today is just chill. I just want to chill. Every second I get to chill, I will chill, because I feel like I don't get enough of it. I think that's just this month though, because like last month I was fine, like my life was fine. This month life just decides to throw every deadline at me and say, hey, manage this, you know, like... Oh, stop! Ah, no. Oh lordy. Ooh, what's that spaz? Ooh. Oh, that's the first time I ever heard the enemy's voice. Yeah, and I get the treasure chest at the same time. Nice. Oh, I'm always so impressed with Kalcharo's intro skill. How are you? Hi, Selena. Oh shit! Wait, I got distracted. Oh shit. Okay, Selena, just a quick FYI, I only have one monitor. So what that means is I can't see chat and the game at the same time. So I have a sound alert on in general for myself. So when I hear that sound alert, I will know you are chatting with me. Okay, cool. Okay, let me find a way up because all the chests seems to be up. Did you know in early release you can kill them by drowning them? I can. By drowning them. I don't remember if I did that before. Huh. I mean Genshin does that too. Okay, Selena, to answer how am I am tired, as you will see as you've seen in previous chats or in my previous VODs. which you can actually watch on my YouTube. I've actually do have a YouTube. I stream on YouTube as well, but all my VODs are there. Yeah, so you can go in. So if you want to find out about me a little bit more, you can check my old VODs. It's mostly playing games, to be honest, and that's what I'm gonna do. I just do what I like. Oh, I missed that. Wow, and I wasted my ult. Woo!
I've had enough. Get lost.
Nice. Not the best. Oh lord. Oh, I forgot this was one of the sucky things about these elite monsters. Because I saw an article about this today. Oh my gosh. I saw an article about this today. It's like if the elite monster gets away from its area, like in a certain, if it's away from its area at a certain point, it will go back and it will get full health, which is annoying, especially if it's the mutant ones. Oh, so I stick to the mutant ones like glue, man. Like I had that happen before to a high level one. So I make sure I'm strong enough to handle it, and then I go for those things, because no point dying halfway. No point. As tired as usual. Yeah, I wish I wasn't though. But it maybe, I mean, it's a little bit my fault. A little bit my fault. Cause like I can't sleep early. It's not like terrible insomnia. It's just that I just cannot fall asleep early unless I am physically tired, like really physically tired, which was what happened to me I think the day before, and no, yesterday even, actually. So yesterday I was actually feeling very tired because I did a longer session of yoga than usual. Usually I do about 20 minutes because I do it every day, but I do it for like 20 minutes. And like usually like that's enough to like just get my body just get my body a little bit going, because I was sitting at a desk the whole day. So doing the yoga helps me limber up a little bit, feel a little bit more energized, and like feeling, and I actually feel like I'm moving my body, you know. But yesterday I did extra sessions, meaning that I did about 40 minutes. So, and it was like light, medium, and then high intensity kind of sessions. So yeah. So I actually got really good sleep yesterday. But you know how if work is such a drag that you just become tired because nothing happens at work. I mean, okay, I don't want to jinx myself. You know, I don't want to jinx myself. For the past week, months, I just sleep for 3 or 4 hours. I really need to fix it. Yeah, same. Yeah, same. So, yeah. So I'm trying to fix it by adding exercise for me, because I am not the most active person. I will admit that. I will admit that straight away. I'm not the most active person, so I thought, okay, putting in some yoga would improve my sleep, at least improve my sleep quality, you know? So that I get quality sleep, I can fall asleep when I go to bed and stuff like that. So usually for me, there's also the sense of like, because I also, again, I read this somewhere, like there are people who are tired. They are genuinely tired, but they cannot fall asleep because they felt that throughout the day they didn't have enough time for themselves to hold on. They didn't have enough time for themselves to just spend time for themselves. You know, like do the stuff that they love to do, or just rest, in general. Like they didn't have time for that. So what they do is, even though they're tired, they stay up and they do those things. So for me, it's reading. most of the time it's just reading, whether it's manga, whether it's novels, any one of these, you know. So I felt like the past month, more intensely, that I couldn't do the things that I want to do on a daily basis. So for me, it's like reading, catching up on like VTuber stuff or something like that. You know, just simple things. Even journaling. Oh boy, journaling was, I think, a big thing for me. So I felt extra sucky. I felt extra sucky about it. What? Peak? What? Take a photo of the peak of... Okay. I did that. What now? Oh, I did that. Okay. That's one unintentional thing done. Yeah. So that's my excuse. Is that I stay up late to do the things that I couldn't do otherwise for myself, like for my own happiness, basically. I think a lot of people are like that though. It's why they end up sleeping so late. So whether it's playing games, reading, drawing, whatever it may be, right? Sometimes it's even just taking a long shower, I feel, because sometimes I just want to sit or stand under the shower and you know, and pretend that I'm not an adult, you know. I just enjoy the comfort of the warm water crashing down on my back, that kind of thing. I have days like that. I think everyone have days like that, and people underestimate how much you need those kind of days. Okay, where in the world is this loot? Say you're up, but you're not up. Okay. Yeah, there are days where also like this, where I have little patience for these kind of things. But still, I still find it more enjoyable to have stressful moments in the game than having stressful moments in real life. I think everyone can agree on that. Okay, where is this? Where is this thingamajig? This thingamajig is not helping. I'm gonna put down a new loot mapper here and remove this one. This one says it's about this level somewhere over here. Which is funny because, like, where? Okay, hold on, let me pull out the sensor. That is not the one, but I can go get it. Whee!
This should come in handy.
I usually sleep at 2 or 3. I tried yesterday at 9, and you know what? I woke up at 1. Yeah, a few of my senior colleagues are like that as well. They say right now they can only sleep at like 12 or 1 because if they try to sleep earlier, they wake up early and cannot fall back asleep. So my colleague said she slept at, there's one day she slept at, I think 10 or 10:30, and she woke up at 4 in the morning and she couldn't go back to sleep, which is painful, you know, because it's like not that your body feels painful, but it's like it's painful to have the knowledge that I have 3 more hours that I could sleep, but my body decided no. I think that is a more painful. Oh, there you are. That is a more painful
I trust you can use it to
like
the full.
information than than anything else. For me right now, I notice I get good rest at 6 hours. So, but I'm terrible at keeping that 6-hour track, because if I need 6 hours of sleep, I need to sleep at 12:30. I need to sleep by 12:30, like sharp, because I need to wake up at 6:30, so I can prepare myself to go to work. Prepare, I mean both mentally and physically, to be honest. Oh yeah, so there's that. But sometimes, right, I'll be like, okay, I'm ready to go to bed, and then I will have the weak will when I go to sleep and decide, okay, I'm just gonna read a little bit of manga on my phone. And no, like 15 minutes turns into a 30 minutes turns into 1 hour. So, you know, not good. Not good. So I'm trying to cut that down because in the end, right, I noticed also I read so much manga that now I'm in a habit of finding new manga to read, which is bad, which means, you know, like I could have gone to sleep. Basically, I could have gone to sleep. Reading manga is not that serious. It's not that serious. I have to like I actually what the oh my god, I thought I glitched underground. Oh my god, did I just glitch too? Oh no, you guys come back. You guys come back. I am not losing that amount of HP that I got off of you guys. Oh my lord. Okay, where is the other dude? Gosh, he's there. Why are you there and not coming towards me? Now I have to deal with a self-destructive block of ice. Okay. The only good thing of me being slightly irritated while I'm playing is that somehow I have better reflexes when I'm playing irritated. Somehow. You see? You see that magic? You see? Okay, my reflexes are not showing. Oh my lord! Let me learn your tricks. Because I'm tired of not being able to learn these wolves' attack patterns. Oh my lord. Oh my gosh. Where do you usually read manga? I need to be careful about this. Well, to be fair, no, it's not anything sus. It's only it's just not through official channels. Yeah, it's just not through official channels, I would say. Hold on. Let me do something about this. Yeah. How do I do this? Timeout. Yeah. Noise. No one is innocent if they say not anything sus. Hee hee hee. Hey, I'm an adult. I'm allowed to have a percentage of different interests. I would say. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I'm not gonna say anything more about that. But usually, at least for me, because I read English subs manga usually. So to be honest, if you go online and look up manga name English subs or English chapter 100 or something like that, I usually get the website that I want to read in within like the first 10 searches. And then I purposefully remember the name of that website and then I go back to it. And I have like one or two that I read from in a healthy range. And then I read different oh my gosh, where is that thing? I read different genre of stuff. The ones that I read the most are romance because I have 0 in my life, so I need the romance fix somewhere. So usually romance
It's all yours.
romance manga. Some of the more popular mangas like Attack on Titan, after watching the first season of the final arc, I think I read the entire manga. What else I read the entire manga? Whatchamacallit? Demon Slayer, I read the entire manga because of the anime. Boku no Hero Academia, I'm so close to I'm so close to reading the manga, but I think to my understanding the manga is not completed either, so I don't want to put myself through that. You know,
Tear them to pieces.
I I I I'm careful in choosing what manga I start because I binge read. I binge read, I binge watch. So I tend to go for completed manga. And sometimes I have like I read short works that are like 5-6 chapters long only. Those are usually the romance mangas. Oh my lord. This ice block of doom. Oh my goodness. Come on, Verena, do your job.
Zapster, the stage is yours.
Nice. Okay.
I trust you can use it to the full.
I usually read at Manga Dex, but I'm using third-party apps. You know what? I don't know if I'm just dumb or whatever. For the life of me, cannot understand Manga Dex's like UI. I think years ago when I stumbled upon Manga Dex, I didn't know how to navigate the damn thing. So I gave up on it. And even until now, if I see Manga Dex come up on my searches, I was like, okay, no, just going to try a different source because I don't want to relearn how to, I don't want to relearn I don't want to relearn how to read manga from a website. I felt so dumb. Previously, I don't know if this website is still operational because at one point I couldn't find it. It was called Manga Fox. I went there to read everything. It had everything, and like the uploaders were very active on Manga Fox. I don't know if they're still active. Like some of the domains are still there, but like they change. But like I don't know. It's like I have an old bookmark that is Manga Fox, but then now it's something else. But like the format is still Manga Fox. You get what I mean?
My field of expertise.
Hey.
Misery
Oh.
follows.
I feel like more than anything, I just need to be faster than these bastards to survive.
Part of my pay. It's all yours.
Classic Manga Fox. I use an app called Mihon. There's so many apps now. Like, I don't use apps because how to say, although it's actually not that much different from me actually going on the mobile browser and and looking up the websites. At least for me, I find that it's a good way to control myself when I'm if I'm reading on the go, especially, or if I have something important to do and I don't want it to distract me, because it's so easy to just go to the app and read it. I've tried apps before. I think when I was in college, there was one. I forgot for the life of me, I forgot the name. There was one. And it had all the manga that I was reading at the time. But then I found that I don't know if it was because it was a new thing to have apps for manga back then, which was like literally 10 years ago. But like the pages won't refresh properly, some of the arrangements was wrong, and I tried about 2 or 3 different apps and then I just gave up. Because also like I think back then I didn't rely I was using my phone purely as a phone, not so much as all the other accoutrements like the apps and stuff that you can get on. And also because I'm mostly on my laptop, so I just read on my laptop as well. And then it's an open app source. You can use extensions to choose your favorite source. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that's great, but it's also a dangerous path for me because like it enables me a lot. It enables me a lot, I feel. So yeah, usually these kind of sources, I'm really careful about it. It's the same with gacha. It's the same with the gacha games. Like, it's like, thank God I don't have that much disposable income, because if I did, like, there's not much stopping me from spending money on the games that I play. And you know, previously it was just Genshin, you know, it's like, oh, one game, like what, you know, like what's the harm, you know? But when I saw how streamers, like those who actually pay to play, like how they just ball on all the banners, regardless of, you know, regardless actually of what they like and don't like sometimes. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm glad I don't have that much disposable income. Like, at least I still have a modicum of responsibility for myself. You know? I'm not that lucky to spend that much money on on a game. And it's not like I've never spent money on games. No, like when I was actively playing PS3, like, gosh. You recover your shield? Yeah, so when I was actively playing PS3, I actually bought a couple of games, like with my own pocket money and stuff. Like quite a number of them, actually, I would say. And PS3 games are not that cheap when converted to my currency. I don't know about other currencies, because one game already starts like at 150 at least, and then like you know, like the good titles like Final Fantasy or like Skyrim, you know, those kind of titles, they sometimes hit 200 ringgit. So I'm very careful with choosing the titles that I play when I had my PS3. I mean, I still have my PS3, but yeah, more choosy, I would say. Nice. I just checked, I have around 1k. The good point of using app is you get an update as early as it gets uploaded. 1k manga. I mean, it depends on how long you've been reading, right? Like, I'm sure, like, as you collect titles to read, you will have read a lot over time, and you would still have a huge collection that you have not read. I feel. I've come to a point with reading manga where, like, it's not so much to, how to say, because for me, what I get out of like reading in general, even mangas, which is why I'm not that choosy with the medium, is that I get to experience stuff that I otherwise wouldn't experience in real life. I think majority of the readers are like that. So like, they enjoy the fantasy, they enjoy the combat, and they like being able to dive into the lore and all that stuff. So that's the same for me, and I think there's a lot of same. Oh my lord! Oh, these are all underground, mind you. I feel like these are all underground. So yeah, that's me reading. So because I have zero love life, I read a lot of romance. And sometimes, yeah, you know, they're like the fluffy, lighthearted ones. Some of them are a bit more adult. Because I am an adult, I can't live off just fluffy romance. Okay, I'm just gonna close that topic now. But there are also like I think it was, which lore was it that was really yeah, the whatchamacallit, the time I got reincarnated into a slime. I actually really like the lore. It's actually a very simple lore, to be honest. Just say if you say it, I'll say it. But we don't need that. We don't need that right here. It's fine. You know, like, just accept it's to each her own. Yeah, let's just put it that way. Okay, I have all these side quests here. I am spoiled for choice. Let's just finish that one. Wait, I am confused. Okay. Okay, we got that. And we got that. Not that I have that many, but sure. Yeah. Hit the spring. Okay. Perfect spot for what? Oh, is it one of those things again? What is that? Shoot a photo of the ancient tree beside the spring. So there's an ancient tree. Huh. I just noticed the swimming Is that dog and cat? Like both the dog and the cat? Oh, even this one heals you. Do all the springs heal you? I thought it was a specific few, but I guess all the hot springs heal. Yep, it's a cat and a dog swimming in in the hot spring. Okay, back to business. You know, I find myself trying to double jump in Genshin and then immediately got disappointed. Just yesterday I was doing that. Take a photo of the strange ring-like structures. Oi. This is actually a really good photo. Like, actually. If there's a sunset here... Oh, that's great. I'm saving that. Okay, next photo.
It's time.
You know, like, okay. With reading manga, right? I think the only thing Wuwa lacks is elemental reaction. Right, I was thinking the same, but I think they purposefully made that. I feel like every other open world gacha, like combat gacha game, would try to
The Weichi pieces were scattered,
what?
but the guru remained calm. It's getting late, he said gently to the woodcutter. Shouldn't you be heading down the mountain? As he glanced at the sky, the woodcutter was shocked to see how much time had passed. It couldn't have been more than 2 hours, he thought in disbelief. Feeling apologetic, he prepared to leave, worried that the guru would be annoyed with him. But when the woodcutter turned around, he nearly jumped out of his skin. The hermit guru, who had been playing Weichi and drinking wine, was now gone. In his place lay a shattered Weichi board and a heap of decaying bones. The woodcutter was so scared that he dropped his bamboo basket and ran down the mountain without even looking back. As he reached the mountain's base, he was hit with a stark realization. The quaint village he remembered had bloomed into a bustling town, with sturdy brick houses replacing the humble thatched cottages. And where his home once stood, only an empty wasteland remained. He noticed a date on the calendar that he had never seen before. In shock, he grabbed a passerby and urgently asked, "Excuse me, can you tell me the current date and time?" As he heard the answer, his legs went weak. Everything had changed. Time had passed, and his loved ones were gone. No one remembered him anymore.
I triggered something
So
I
the
didn't want to
woodcutter
trigger.
left
Oh
Mount
lord.
Firmament, but how is he still alive and kicking? With 100 years worth of time inside him, shouldn't he?
Your story, it's a bit far-fetched, don't you think? I mean, if I wasn't from Hongzhen, I might have fallen for it.
Well, that's the whole point. The truth is stranger than fiction, my friend. Let me share with you the other legend of Mount Firmament. For deep within its sacred peaks lies a powerful secret. The secret of immortality.
I didn't
We
want to
all
trigger
know
this.
that Mount Firmament is the abode of the Sentinel, gathering spiritual energies from both heaven and earth for countless eons.
You know, I noticed,
Over time,
like with
even
these,
the mountain itself
like,
has taken
sequences,
on the form of our
they
majestic
put in a
sentinel.
lot of effort into these monologues and storylines, like the visuals.
Living in the mountains for long stretches of time, surrounded by fresh air and drinking from nature's own
So
bounty,
it's not just,
can
you
add
know,
years to
simple
one's
standing,
lifespan.
turning, hand waving, that kind of thing. There is some level of more realistic movement and action, actually, with
It all starts
all the
with
characters.
that game of Weichi, one that the woodcutter stumbled upon. Too bad those secrets have been long forgotten. Gather around now, people. You're in for the story of a lifetime.
Ah, madam. Oh, madam. Yeah, the MC still rarely speaks. I think because they want to give a sense of the player being included, like rather than a character, because I think that was the idea, to have the main character not speak so that we speak for them in a way, which is what all these dialogues are supposed to be. But I think not hearing the character talk is even more disconcerting to people, I feel. Yeah. Which is why we see even in Genshin the main characters are talking more and more. I feel they're talking more and more. In Honkai Star Rail, the main character monologues pretty frequently. And then even with Wuwa, I feel like there's times where I expect him to talk but he doesn't, and then times that it didn't expect him to talk he does, and he does quite a lot. Like sometimes he's involved in the main story conversations and stuff, but I hope they can make it an option to enable or disable it on settings. That would be new. Oh?
I'll see you there.
Oh, is this her
What's with the ruckus? Huh? What's that in your hands? Behold Hongzhen in its entirety, next to a ring and hanging eaves. When eternal snow thaw into flowing streams, let us reconvene. Oh, I see.
That's how it
I
is.
see I've got no clue at all. I get the very last part at least. She's asking you out. Well, that's a fancy way to write stuff.
To be honest, now I feel like Abby has no
This
clear
next
presence in the
sentence.
game yet.
Eternal
Until
snow
the
thaw
next
into
main
streams.
story happens, I feel
Oh,
like
what is
Abby
that
still
supposed
doesn't
to
have
mean?
presence. Yeah, it's just a mascot. I know in the beginning when they have that big ending shot where Abby took on the attack from the evil god, because I forgot the name, that Abby's supposed to play a very huge role in tandem with the main character, whether it's she's the source of the memories, of the power, or what have you, or like that's the resonance, the resonant echo for whether Abby's the resonant echo for the main character. But because so much of the main story has not been revealed yet, like right now she just feels like Paimon. You know, which is not a good impression.
How did he manage to get all that hidden meaning?
Thanks to my brick brain.
But the buildings in Hongzhen all look pretty much the same. Which one exactly was she talking about?
I hope this is not the companion mission.
Makes sense.
I don't want to
Lead
start
the
the
way.
companion mission. At least not yet. Don't worry. I got this. Yeah. I'm learning to self-mod. Yeah, I mean, I have to put in some time to research more on the settings. Hold on, something is in my bag. That's really unusual, but I think it's because I don't have some of the self-modding settings up yet. They usually offer cheap view, not that. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. more often than not, I see those ones than the cheap ones. Just in general, not on my stream. So yeah, I mean, it happens. It happens. I try not to let it get to me. Yeah, I try not to let it get to me. So if I see, now that I know how to navigate the damn thing and ban them one by one, I ban enough of them, and then hopefully the hope is there. Hopefully they stop coming for my streams. And it's like, you see my stream and it's like, what, one person chatting and like barely another person, and you think they're going to click on such a thing? Sometimes I just don't get the logic. You know, I just don't get the logic. Okay, I don't want to start the companion mission. I don't want to. Cancel the tracking. Not now. Okay, or maybe should I just finish it since I'm here? How much time? I got time. I got the time. Okay, we'll do that. I will remove this for the sake of my eyeballs. We'll do that, and then I will rest. I need to sleep.
What do you want? I've done nothing wrong. Huh? Well, you're just asking for directions. Sorry, I'm not a local. Can't help you there.
The fact that the game coined him as suspicious young man. I got time, but I'm tired. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Wait,
Isn't... how to say? You know Layla from Genshin? Yeah, right now I feel like I'm Layla from Genshin.
if I were you, I'd steer clear of her. She's a deceitful woman who enjoys toying with people's hearts. A cunning villain who will manipulate you without you even knowing it.
I feel like this is just Yai, Miko, and Changli. And Jade from from Honkai.
Haven't you heard? She left her government job to come here, to this small town. There's got to be a reason behind it. I heard she chose to quit her job, but I bet she messed up back in the capital and got demoted here as punishment.
Nice bad-mouthing people like this.
Then I guess you've also been fooled by her looks. That woman will stop at nothing to get what she wants, while you remain oblivious to her true intentions. And by the time you catch on, you'll already be caught in her trap.
You know what's the sad part? There are actual people out there with the same mindset as this suspicious young man. Whether it's guy or girl, to be honest. Which I feel like it's sad, you know?
Has she actually achieved anything substantial during her time in Jinzhou? Or did Madame Magistrate just fall for her clever words and let her slack off? I have my reasons to believe so. I heard she tricked that VIP guest of Jinzhou into going to Mount Firmament. Just think about how dangerous that place was. She must have been afraid of him getting too close to Madame Magistrate and ruining her plans.
I don't want to hear him talk
I hope
anymore.
you don't mind my frankness. Just giving some advice, because you look pretty innocent.
People call me Rover. Yeah, shut up.
I completely forgot about something.
People... I hate it when people talk without facts. It's like...
Huh? How did she disappear like that? Wait, are you that legend?
Well, you've come to the right person.
Here...
I'm here to compile a new...
Okay.
Next to a ring and hanging eaves.
Oh, I know where that is. You'll need to stand on the tallest building in Hangjin to see what... It's on the northeast side of the town. Can't miss it. You'll see it once you get there.
Okay.
Say, that person earlier, that was Lady Chengli, right? I saw you talking to her. Of course. Everyone in Jinzhou knows about Lady Chengli, even though she rarely appears in public. As Master Swen Miao's disciple, she excels in the arts of politics and diplomacy. Yeah, and she came all the way to Jinzhou to help out Magistrate Jinshi for the sake of peace in Hong Kong. She's been
the
working
stark
tirelessly behind the
difference
scenes
between
since then,
suspicious young
fully
man
dedicated her
and
task.
named NPC.
How could anyone not revere? I could have sworn I just saw her.
Oh, so she's a she's a fan. You know, the word stan
What can I
is
help you with?
supposed to be a combination of the words stalker and fan. And then there are people who calls themselves stan of BTS, or I stan so and so, and I'm like, so that means you have stalker tendencies?
When snow thaw into streams? Ah, you're not from around here, I bet. When we say that in Hangzhen, we mean the Shichen of Wei. Early afternoon, the warmest hours of a day.
Oh.
Legend tells of a visitor who ventured here some centuries ago.
Yeah.
Back then, local villagers were struggling with no firewood due to heavy snow.
I'm
People
speed
say
reading
it was
through
once
this.
a stunning sight, with mist and ice flowing westward down the streams, as if many celestial.
I see.
Well, it's what Grandpa Zoe tells everyone. I haven't seen.
Okay. You don't believe in stories?
Not that I don't want to believe them, but. Oh, you were listening to one of his stories earlier too, right?
Sounds interesting.
Really? So you're into stories, and Grandpa Zoe's great-grandfather was a descendant of the first inhabitants of Hangzhen. People in town are curious about the outside world and how they are perceived. Grandpa Zoe is happy to answer their
I'm
questions,
actually reading,
and has unknowingly
okay.
become popular among them.
Yeah,
Before he knew
because
it,
again,
everyone was coming to
I
talk
got
to him.
time but too tired. I got time but too tired. Must be a fan.
It's funny to hear outsiders describe my home,
These are
especially
quirks.
lately, with so many people from Jinzhou coming on some kind of expedition. They're obsessed with us.
Huh.
Time truly is.
Okay, we have our time and place, I think.
Hey, why are the people here so divided about Changli?
We'll have to figure it out ourselves.
You humans make everything so complicated. Well, at least now we know what she wanted to say.
Let's meet at the highest place in Hongzhen in the early afternoon.
Now that's much easier to understand. Why does she have to make it a whole riddle? I'm getting sleepy again.
Oh, I see the big boss.
Rover? Nice to see you again. How are you liking Hongzhen so far?
Much more lively than before. True.
The crisis at Mount Firmament has been resolved, and the waterway between Jinzhou and Hongzhen is open once again. As a result, there has been an increase in visitors from Jinzhou, making the town more lively than before. With the chaos subsiding, our town and city are now reconnected. We owe you a debt of gratitude, Rover, for your efforts in clearing the remaining effects of temporal disruptions in Mount Firmament. We're all indebted to you, Hongzhen and its people alike. I couldn't help but notice you've been asking around.
Xin Yi and Chun Li have a mutual trust as acquaintances. It should be fine to ask Xin Yi instead.
The main character gets monologues. Though I think it'll be weird to put in monologues in every opportunity ever. But yeah. I hope there comes a time where they just throw out this notion that the MC shouldn't talk. Like, the MC should just talk. Like, it's fine. I think a lot of us, I mean, I'm speaking for myself, but I'm also sure there's a lot of people who would prefer that he just speaks, you know? Hey.
I see. That sounds like something Changli would do.
Yep.
Even though we're not that close. I know a bit about her personality. I think it would be better for her to tell you personally.
Oh, are you gonna
the
tell me
magistrate's counselor
where
is
she's gonna be?
shrouded in mystery. When she wants something done, it's never as straightforward as it seems. The rumors and controversies surrounding her never cease. But she seems unfazed. However, I believe one has to get involved personally to truly understand Changli's intentions, regardless of public opinion.
My plans exactly.
About the riddle. It seems you have already figured it out. But remember, it's not just about the answer. but also what she wants you to understand. If there's anything else you need here in Hongzhen, please do not hesitate to let me know.
You know, in my experience with the two companion... Is it two? 2 or 3 companion stories that I played. They're actually much longer than I thought. So, I hope this one doesn't take too long. And I hope that is... This is the building I'm supposed to climb. Well, we can always just climb and find out next time. Ah! Okay. Look, how do I... Where do I go? Where do I go? Can I go here first? Usually, my motto is, if I don't know where to go, I go up first. High ground with the view. So it's telling me to go down. Why? Oh. I'm guessing it's this place, isn't it? Next to a ring and the hanging eaves. Not in here, is it?
It's time.
Interesting. Next to a ring and hanging eaves. I mean, this could be one interpretation. I have early afternoon. Early afternoon. Mew mew mew. Mew mew mew. Mew mew mew. We'll start with 12. I'm a bit lost. Hold on. This points back to there. Okay. Is it up there? I don't know. It did mention... The lady did mention the tallest building though. I think it's indoors. Can we go indoors? No. Oh.
It's time.
And then this is the guild master here. Would it be indoors here? I don't know. Doesn't seem to be. It's telling me to go back up, so it's definitely on that floor level. I mean, it has to be it, right? I mean, I would think this is a fitting meeting place since there's 2 chairs over here, but what is early afternoon? Hanging eaves. Is my interpretation of hanging eaves not correct? Or do I have to rearrange these rings somehow? I can tell by my struggle of such a simple thing that my brain juice has run out. Okay, what time are we on this game? We're already at 3 tomorrow. 2:11 and we run around like maniacs. Confirm. Oh. Next to a ring, not inside. It's true. Ah, Grapple, come here. See another Grapple. Oh fuck. Let's check out this balcony first. Here. There we are. Hehe. Thank you, Hikin.
A ring, she wrote. Should be this ring-shaped ancient structure, I guess.
Wow! It's really huge now that we look at it.
Next, hanging eaves. If we look from here, is it that pavilion?
It does.
That must be the place then. I'll get.
Pavilion. I need to know what hanging eaves mean. I feel a little bit dumb. I thought it meant oh shit. Excuse that cuz my phone moved it. Cuz I thought it meant something like branches, like tree branches. Okay. Hold on, let me just I need to charge my phone. That should do. Okay.
It's time.
Time indeed. 1 o'clock. Easy fix. Which is now. Yeah. Are we playing chess? I feel like it's going to be a lot of talking. Mind you, I'm not very good at checkers.
Apologies for my delay. Thank you for accepting my invitation. Oh? And what makes you think so?
Those tokens from Jinshi. It was your idea, was it not?
So, you've guessed it. Sorry, Rover. Jinzhou faced multiple threats back then, and we had to be cautious. We did not intend to inconvenience you. I regret our lack of hospitality.
It's okay. It really is okay. Though it was very
Still,
confusing in the
I
beginning,
owe
though.
you an apology in person. This time, I just wanted to see you. The brilliant mind that always understood my unspoken words.
Why is she bashful?
I am very grateful you decided to come.
Oh lordy, I can't do this. What's the deal this time? Another errand to run? The face!
Apologies for giving you that impression, Rover. That's not how we treat our saviors. I merely have a few questions, and I was wondering if you may have the answers. Does this game of Weiqi look familiar to you, Rover?
No. I know nothing of
I
these
see.
games.
There is a local tale about the secret of immortality being hidden on Mount Firmament. Have you heard about it?
Old man was about to talk about it.
Yes. I have a slightly different version of this tale to share.
Japanese version of chess. What's it called actually? Shogi is
ago,
the one with
A
the
Taoist cultivator met an enigmatic visitor
Shogi is
on
different.
Mount Firmament.
Is it Shogi?
Despite
Oh,
their age difference,
right.
they soon became friends and often played Weiqi together. One day, a woodcutter stumbled upon them, having lost his way home. Their game mesmerized him so much that he didn't notice the red tie on his basket, rotting away. Panicked, he bumped into the Weichi board. Despite the interruption, the visitor remained unfazed. They offered the woodcutter some tea, then guided him down the mountain, shielding him from dangerous temporal disruptions. After that, the visitor disappeared. Many years later, the Taoist cultivator became a legendary hermit guru. Upon returning to Mount Firmament in his final years, he reunited with that elusive visitor. The two resumed their unfinished game. People believe the visitor shared their secret of immortality through cleverly placed Weichi pieces as a final parting gift. Yes and no. This game is missing the final 20 moves. It is unfinished. That was a bit different from what you heard before, I guess. The story changed over time, infused with fantasy in each retelling. But that's how old tales go, slowly losing their truth as they're passed down.
Other folklores may hold some truth. They have a lot of folklore with the main character's past life.
The legend may be shrouded in myth, but that game of Weichi was
I mean,
real.
based on the last
Embedded within
story,
its records
main
lies
story, we
a
also know that
cryptic message.
in a way,
This game
Rover
record
somehow
can
came back to
solve the
life or went back
crisis
in
of
time. I think came back to life is. Oh god, I'm ruminating on this thing again. No, this is just like
From what
I'm
know,
ruminating on this
only
thing
the
again.
Sentinel in its prime has the power to manipulate time through its possession of a complete
Time travel.
temporal
Oh
mandate.
gosh, it can
Whereas
be, you
mere
know, both
mortals
time travel,
controlling
the
time
rebirth,
is
what have you
indeed
will.
similar to gaining
But I
immortality.
think clearly it's not at the main character's will.
As the
clearly.
records state, it only reveals itself when Mount Firmament emerges. But how it ties to the temporal mandate remains an enigma, at least for now.
The Sentinel's wounds. Oh yeah, the Sentinel is still
Yes.
wounded.
We may find a way to heal them, but our chances are looking slim. That game record could just hold my teacher's memories.
Goes to the future at the cost of
not
his
any
memories.
real value.
Valid. I think that's kind of like the simple explanation.
So I am presenting
I'm sure
this
there's
as
other creative ways how the
merely a
writers want
personal
to
request.
make it believable and logical on why Rover lost his memories and why he seemed to have been written in their past as well, and he's re-experiencing similar events from history.
I am planning
So
to
I'm
go
actually
find that
interested to
record.
see how this will all
Would you please
tie
join me?
in the next few major versions, like in 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, because I think by then we would pretty much flesh out the background enough to
Thank
contemplate
you for
more
lending me a hand. I
the
promise it
motivation
will
of
be
the
worth
story,
your
the objective of the story, and what's the character's motivation to move forward. How come the game is still in the same position after all those
Splendid.
years? The game is still in the same position after all those years. I don't know. I would like to think it's
Very
a
well.
recreation.
Let's meet on the gallery road outside Hongzhen.
I don't know. I don't know.
I still have some preparations to do. Please, go ahead. I'll
Because
join you later.
Changli did mention that it's actually a board game that she and her master unfinished, and she knows that it can be finished in 20 moves, or it's missing 20 moves at least. So I feel like this is more of her setup, her setting this up than it being actually the goal being there for years. I think it's easier to understand the physical representation there. But yeah, that's beside the point with this story. Small minor detail. I don't wanna ruin my day too much about it. Oh my god, so many side quests. I can swing it, but I can't break it. Are you shitting me?
It's time.
Of course. Hold on. Ooh. Wee. I am collecting everything inside. Like usually, like when you're playing these kind of games, do you have the habit of just collecting everything you run past? Because I think that is more prevalent for me in Wuwa than it was for Genshin.
Rover, you're here. Well, as the Wayfinder, I do know a couple shortcuts. The notes only provided a
Too tired
vague
to think.
idea of where the game record
No,
is.
but also like I
We'll
think
be heading there.
I'm that weird with
See if we
a
can
lot
find
of
anything
things.
After
Oh,
dealing with
especially
those
for
artificers,
whatchamacallit, the
I
manga.
ruled out the other locations on my way to
Tokyo
join you.
Ghoul. Like the original Tokyo Ghoul series, I understood.
But one can only
Although
do
I
so
probably
much
forgot
alone.
a bit, but
This is why I need your
I
help.
understood like the lore and the story behind it. But Tokyo Ghoul RE, there were so much mixing between a lot of the sub characters, especially Toru. Toru played the unexpected
reliable.
influential character development in like the entire series, and she had a lot of
Then let's get going.
backstory to unpack, if I remember correctly. And then there was also the subtle understanding that
What is it?
Nothing, Rover. I just thought the snow is beautiful today.
I think in Tokyo Ghoul also
You seem
we
curious about that ancient structure.
It looks familiar. Like the abandoned Court of Savante facility I saw, but bigger in scale.
I heard it first appeared along with our sentinel. Later, the Court of Savante based their Chronos orders on its design.
yeah, we done talking. Yeah, so Tokyo Ghoul RE I think was the one manga that I skipped the most with reading, because not only did Toru had a lot of character
Every
development and
winter,
monologue,
My hometown buzzed as people left
there
their
was
mark
also
in the first
another
snow,
there was also another
hoping for dreams
ghoul
to come true when it melted.
that had a lot
Did
of
you try it
backstory.
too, Chun-Li?
No, I only watched from afar. My forte always melted the snow faster than I liked.
Here we hear. Forgot what's that ghoul's name, but the ghoul was actually posing as a famous author. And it's like filler episodes on Naruto. I feel like the manga was well rounded. It wasn't so filler-y. The anime for Shippuden had so much filler.
We can
They
see
add
the
in a
whole of
lot
Hong
of
Jen
the
from here.
extras from the manga as filler, if I think so.
I never noticed how beautiful it looked during my previous visits.
For Tokyo Ghoul, I feel
It's
like
the same place as always.
as you're reading it,
I
it might
suppose
seem
it's
like
my
filler, but
state
it
of
served
mind
as
that has changed.
really good context for how the side characters move forward in the story. For me, the highlight was Toru, because the development of Toru from chapter 1 of RE to the last arc of RE was significant. She not only experienced so much trauma before the war, but she experienced a lot during as well. She had a big, I think her main thing was she had a big not big confrontation, but a lot of her development was together with the ghoul Torso, because Torso had a weird ass fetish. But by the end of it, Toru actually suffered a lot under the torso ghoul, and she went through a similar development arc as Kaneki when Kaneki was facing Jason, I feel, because that was when Toru started eating other ghouls. I think Toru ate Torso, if I'm not mistaken, but also in the prison Toru ate another ghoul and also did some questionable things. I will not say what, because it's very questionable. Alright, let's move on.
I don't know. Maybe it's because your presence makes me feel at ease.
Oh?
Wait! I smell tacit discords in that cave. No, there's more. Tacit discords, humans, and smells like a whole bunch of messed up frequencies. Ugh, it's so familiar.
How could there be any tacit discourse in Mount Firmament? Is it because it's supposed to be the Sentinels?
After all we've been
place?
through, you still don't trust my sniffer? Huh. Be grateful. I'm giving you a warning.
Rover, did something happen?
Tacit discords could be assaulting people over there. And of course, we're using Changli. Even though I have
It's in the same
Changli, I'm
direction
hoping
we're
to
going.
use a leveled up
Could
Changli.
be.
Oh, I love Changli. Okay. Just for my own greed, I'm not gonna win. I'm totally not gonna win. But for my own greed. Look at her! Look at her! So cool! Not tacit discord, it's Abby's food. Oh yeah, she does eat. What does she eat? I mean, we know she eat regular human food, but what does she eat? I mean, so far she just eats and sleep, which is about all Abby could do for now.
Signs of climbing. Someone may have been.
Okay.
Get away from me! I can't hold up much longer.
Really?
Help! Help!
Yes, baby!
Thank goodness!
Please stand back. We'll take it from here.
So cool! How do you not? How do people not pull for her? Look at her! Oh, and she glows. Oh my gosh. One of my favorites.
Thanks for your help. I'm okay. Wait. You?
Yeah, how do you know me? That was my first
hero
thought.
Who fought against the Stronodian.
Will,
And you also resolved a time crisis.
will he
here
die
with
if you
Madam
just watch from
Magistrate.
afar?
Everyone's been talking about you.
Have I tried that before? I mean, in older games where they implemented this kind of things, where the NPCs have HP bars. If your NPC's HP goes to 0, you automatically quote unquote lose. I think in this case they'll probably make you start over. The thing. But I don't know. Or it could be also they cap it at like 10% and then the NPC just never dies and then you're forced to move forward. I've seen both instances
Lady
implemented
Chun-Li,
before.
I never thought I'd have the chance to see you in person. Without your help, I can't die here. I finally found it. After all this time. Ugh.
Take it easy, man. Changli's
While we've
suspicious.
solved the crisis in Mount Firmament for the time being, public access to the mountain is still restricted. Before entering the mountain, any explorer must submit a request and can only do so while accompanied by the Midnight Rangers. Sir, could you please share your
Kinda curious if they
reasons
have
for
cutscenes if he
traveling here
died.
alone?
Huh. Okay. I'm having a lot of intrusive thoughts of, of the NPC dying.
I heard about Mount Firmament's legend.
I
I
forgot.
came
It
to find its
reminds me
secret.
of Tekken. I think it was Tekken 6, the one I played on PS3. I think it was Tekken 6 or 7, I can't remember. They had a story mode, which was a bit weird. Like, you can use all the regular Tekken moves, but it's story mode, so you walk through the map and you fight like you would fight in like the arcade mode. And then you would have NPCs helping you, like other characters. So for example, I am Asuka, and then suddenly Lars will join the party, right? Lars can die. If I remember correctly, Lars can die, and then you're just left with yourself. Yeah. And then there's no cutscene. Like, he just dies like he regularly dies in the arcade version. So
I've only
I
been
don't
in the
know.
mountain for half a day. Everything was going
I mean,
smoothly
I'm
before
thinking
those
logic
monsters
speak, right? Like,
pounced on me on my way
would they
back.
actually put up a special ending screen
must
for the
get back.
NPC?
Fooling. She's still waiting for me.
Ooh, I can't on the top of my head, I cannot think of what
Some of those
game have
injuries are
done that
older
before.
than half a day.
Usually, like, even if the player dies, it's like, oh,
He
game
needs to go
over.
back to
Or if
Hongzhen
there's
for proper medical attention.
if
Time's
you're talking about
against us.
NPC dying, I think Assassin's Creed would be the closest in my experience, because in Assassin's Creed, if you kill innocents too many times, I think once or twice, if you kill like innocent people twice in a row, the system is such, because you're in the animus will rewind to your last safe checkpoint, so that, you know, effectively you actually don't kill innocents. That's all I can remember.
Indeed.
I think it's the
Tacit
same if
discords
there's an
appearing in
NPC that you
such
have to take
numbers
care
on
in
Mount
Assassin's
Firmament
Creed.
of
Like,
all
if they
places.
die, they still rewind
This
you back to
is
your last
unusual,
save point, or like the
to
start
say
of the
the
mission.
least. We can continue our conversation later.
But I
after
think
getting him to safety. On
I
that
think
note,
safe to say
we still
majority
don't
of the
know his
players,
identity.
because
Judging from his uniform,
there is the
he
element
might be
of
affiliated with the Pioneer
hold on.
Association. Then perhaps that someone is in Hongzhen. Could be his friend or an acquaintance.
I think because, like, these NPCs with HP wars, right? I think because it triggers the I'm a hero instinct in players, so they actually do their best to protect the NPCs. Most of the time. I know there are some people who's like, yeah, NPC dies, so what? That kind of thing. And because you just have to redo the thing. Because I feel like a lot of times Genshin implemented some of these things in their missions as well, especially during the Fontaine and Sumeru arc, I think. But nothing too crazy, because, like, even if you try to have the NPC die, it takes a really long time, because the NPC and the enemies hit at a slower rate than you do.
Good point, Rover. Let's head back.
So yeah, this is just all like what ifs and me thinking logically. In coma? Boy got slapped around by tacit discords because he got too desperate, and now he's in a coma and cannot help the person that he's supposed to help.
Isn't that Wu Li? What happened to it?
Oh.
Not really. He showed up in town and started asking weird questions.
The secret of immortality. I found it.
Oh, he really went up the mountain, didn't he?
No.
Sir, Do you know where his companions might be?
I'm not sure. There are lots of other people in town who are dressed.
He's part of an association. That's my guess. Oh. Is she gonna fangirl?
Greetings, Lady Chungli. How may I help you today, Lady Chungli?
We found him.
Isn't this Wu Li? He's one of the
Okay.
Pioneer Association's explorers.
Okay.
but we don't see him around Jinzhou too often. I remember he went on sabbatical months ago, and he left with Fu Ling. Yes, Fu Ling, his girlfriend. I think they're visiting Hongjian together. They're staying at the inn over there. Oh, Fu Ling asked us about his whereabouts not long ago. She seemed quite worried. Speaking of...
No, I'm not.
Don't worry.
Huh. Okay. Where's the other dude? Ooh, surprise chests.
A pleasant discovery.
Indeed, indeed. Verena is so cute. She's so cute. Hard to say. Like when I first saw Verena and like I start playing her, like she's, I mean, cause in the comparison, because she's long range, quote unquote, green character. So I compared her a lot to whatchamacallit, Nahida. But then the big difference is really in their character. Like Verena's a child. Verena's a child, although she's knowledgeable, but she's a child. Like her mannerisms and speech and her voice lines exude that as well. But Nahida, she came with a lot of wisdom. Like when we met her, she had a lot of wisdom for a quote unquote young god. Baby god, to be honest. And Nahida is just wise, despite her appearance. And elegant, I would say. So Verena is more playful.
Wooly?
Oh. You know, this is the lady I've been seeing all over social media, where people praise for her design, even though she's just an NPC.
Breathe. Take it easy.
And I can see why. It is a significant amount of effort
now.
to design
Who are you?
these NPCs.
And Wooly is... Yes, I am.
Fooling.
Wooly, you're hurt. I've been looking for you.
Great news, Fooling. I found it. Finally, I found a way to slow down your illness. No more pain, my love. We can finally be together. Forever.
Oh, gee. I don't... okay.
You mean that legend? It's real?
Fooling, are you not happy?
No, I am. I'm so glad to hear it. Wooly!
Oh.
Thank you, Rover, Lady Chungli. You saved his life. May I please ask, what on earth happened? I've never seen Wooly like that.
Okay. And we found you. Oh, that's
So,
a great way to
he
cut
said
short
he
the story.
Only spent half a day in the mountains.
Was that not the case?
Oh?
No, I've been waiting for almost a week.
Ooh.
It's not unusual for Wooly to be out of touch for a few days when he goes on long trips. This time, however, seemed longer than usual. If it weren't for you two showing up, I would
So
have
there's
asked the
still
Midnight Rangers
temporal
to help me search for him
disruptions
in the mountains.
and difference in time, passage of time, even within Mount Firmament.
Wooly, he did it for me. I used to work as a landscape painter. Wooly and I met through work. A few months ago, I got really sick. It affected my ability to walk, which got worse over time. We couldn't go on our adventures like we used to. Despite his efforts, we couldn't find any cures. Until 2 weeks ago, when he brought me to Hongzhen, I thought it was just going to be a relaxing trip. But he disappeared for 7 days. And now he's back rambling about having found a way to stop my
Hi,
condition from
Yulia. Do I
progressing.
call you Yulia or Ava? I hope you have a good day, night. It's night for me over here. So I am just chill playing Wuwa. Okay.
Mount Firmament's
Me?
secret of immortality.
As Haikin would
I
tell
presume?
you, I have time, but I'm tired. Where am I from? I'm from Malaysia. So it's currently about 11:20
Yes.
p.m. right now.
Wu Li
So,
told me that he's
yeah.
researched and found
Malaysia.
an untouched
I'm actually
paradise
playing
on
on
Mount
the
Firmament,
C
a
server
place
here.
where time
Cool. Where are
stands
you
still.
from, actually, Yulia?
He said if I lived there, my condition would never worsen. It cannot fully cure me, but at least we can spend eternity together. At first, I thought it was just
You're
a
from the
myth,
U.S. Oh,
but then
okay.
you brought
I'm
up
s-
how he only
to be honest,
spent
I'm
half a
surprised
day
that you
in the
even found my
mountains.
stream. I'm guessing it's daytime for you in the U.S. right now, right?
Those were my thoughts as well. But Wu Li
It's like the
Mount
only reason
Firmament used
I
to
can
have temporal
vaguely
disruptions caused by
gauge
its tumultuous history.
if it's day or night in the
However,
US
thanks to
is
Magistrate
because I do
Jinshi and
follow
Rover,
some
these
English
disruptions have been
VTubers
dealt with.
who are based in US
Or
most of the
So
time.
we had hoped.
So yeah.
So
Morning
there
for
are
you.
still unaddressed temporal
Are
disruptions
you
in the
working
mountains.
or are you still
And
studying full
unfortunately,
time?
Wu Li
Because
has
I would
stumbled
think
upon one,
you would
mistaking
be a
it for the
student
legendary
instead
jewel
of
he was
instead of
searching
working
for.
right now to be able to catch a morning for you would be a morning stream.
Little did he know it would only put him in more danger.
So that's why there are rumors of rangers
Both.
being
Oh,
here
you're
to
studying
take care
and
of the
working.
leftover
Are you
Tacit
so then
discords and block
so
off
which
access
is it
to
you're
the
doing
mountain.
full time? Working or studying?
Then, if this temple rover, Lady Chengli,
He truly.
freezing my own time.
Wow, I can't imagine studying and working at
I don't
time.
think I should do that. It's not
like
my
even
best
start like
option.
working and
I
streaming
appreciate your
is
concern,
is
but I'll be
is
fine.
a bit tiring for
Dreams
me
always
actually.
come to an end. I'm okay. I haven't talked this much in a long time.
So currently I'm actually just playing Changli's whatchamacallit companion mission.
I'm just a little
To be
tired.
honest, I accidentally
I'll
triggered
be
it
fine
because
after some rest.
I from experience like the companion missions in Wuwa are
Once
pretty
Wu Li
long.
wakes up,
For me at
I'll
least it
explain
feels longer
everything
than
to him.
Genshin's companion missions.
If you have any other ideas, just tell him. But if you keep it all to yourself, no
Da, da,
one,
da.
even those closest to you, will know how you really feel.
ALR? I'm sorry, what does that mean? I'm so sorry. ALR? What does that mean?
Yes, I understand.
Thank you, Haikin. I do not speak. I am looking some jobs here. I know everywhere, all around the world, it's
Rover,
hard to get a
things are
job.
taking
Even
a
in
turn.
Malaysia,
We
actually,
should probably
like
tell Lady Xingyi first.
plenty of competition, especially for corporate positions. And like the non-corporate positions definitely don't pay enough for a regular lifestyle even. Like even for me, I think it was just 4 months ago I actually started my very first corporate job, like proper corporate job. And because I started quote unquote late, it feels different for me. I hope you hit 10 followers soon. Thank you. I try not to look at that. Yeah, I try not to look at that about the follower thing. But yeah, a little bit about me and streaming. I actually only started streaming maybe 1 or 2 months ago. Thank you, Yulia. I only started streaming 1 or 2 months ago, so I'm not gonna lie, it's because I I got inspired by a lot of the VTubers that I started watching. And I was like, you know what? Instead of just thinking about it, let's just do something about it. So I did something about it. What other games do you play? Not too much. Really just Genshin and Honkai Star Rail. I used to play more games, but you know, with working, you have to be when you're working full time, you have to be choosy with what kind of games that you can play.
What
I
brings
have a
you here
long
at this time
history
of
of
the day?
games, but I don't play too many games at one time. At least for now, I only play Honkai Star Rail, Genshin, and then WUA. I used to play a lot of console games. I've only just started playing PC games. I have played a little bit of. I'm playing Valorant. I think half the world is playing Valorant. A lot of people are playing Valorant, and sometimes I do enjoy watching those like gameplays and streams. But me myself, I've learned a long time ago, I am not a first-person shooter person. I'm more of like a combat person. So like WoW, Genshin, it is fun actually. Like sometimes it's mind-boggling when people get like hit shots from a certain distance, or like they have really quick reactions. And I know like between like Valorant, there's Apex Legend, and others, like they have certain mechanics in the game that makes it interesting and unique. I think Valorant is the one that I'm most exposed to because a lot of VTubers play Valorant as well. And like I see clips, a lot of clips of VTubers playing Valorant. What's my favorite character in Valorant? I don't know the name of the character, but I like this character's design. It's technically it's a robot cowboy to my memory. And I think yeah, it's a robot cowboy. I know Sage because a lot of people play Sage. I tend to gravitate towards the support healers. Cumber, is that Chamber? Is it Chamber? Is that his name? I think so. I don't know. I know he's a robot cowboy. Is it his alt is... What's his alt? I can't remember what's his alt. I can't remember. But I remember that because I remember looking at the design and thinking that is very cool. And then I remember I also like what's the other character from Honkai Star Rail that is also a robot cowboy. What's his name? Shit, I can't remember.
There are several questionable
So
details
I
according
guess
to
I do have a
Rover's
type in that
description.
sense. Yeah. Hey,
What do you make of Fuling's words from earlier, Rover?
what about what happened to Wooly? I'm like half. To be honest, I'm
He
not
claimed to have
too.
spent only half a day in the mountains, but it's been
7
7 days
days.
since he returned to Hongzhen. That does sound like some kind of temporal disruption.
Am I Muslim? No,
One
I'm
wasn't
not.
strong
I'm
enough
an
to affect
interesting
Hongzhen.
mix. I would say interesting, but it's actually a common mix in Malaysia. I'm Chinese Indian mix.
After
So
Jinshi's battle
many
with the
people say
Sentinel,
for
she ordered
Chindians,
Midnight
as we call
Rangers
it,
to patrol
um,
Hongzhen
Chinese
inspect
blood,
Mount
Indian
Firmament
blood,
for any
face of a
lingering
Muslim,
temporal
or Malay
disruptions
specifically,
before
not really
reopening it to the
Muslim.
public. Rover, you've been exploring the mountains lately, so I'm sure you have a good grasp on Mount Firmament. But if there are any hidden disruptions we missed,
It must have appeared after Wooly entered. Someone had kept it hidden. It's more likely someone kept it hidden. So can I ask?
precisely.
Okay, it depends.
Yet,
It
why
depends.
Did it
Just
reappear at this point.
how to say? Sure, you can ask. I'll do my best to answer.
Fuling's legend
Legends.
differs from the situation at Mount Firmament.
Let me
we're
drink some
familiar
water.
with.
Oh my.
In that tale, mortals were spared the cost of losing years from their lives.
Do you like digital art? Very. I like any kind of art, to be honest. Like, if I were to tell you what my table looks like now, I have a drawer full of stationery. I have a lot of gel pens, a couple of brush pens, an iPad for digital art. I do watercolor, so yeah, I like art. I want to do a digital art stream, but that means I have to connect my Apple iPad to my non-Apple laptop in some way for display. I haven't figured that out yet. So once I figure that out, I want to do some digital art because I have interesting, like, I have projects that I really like in my Procreate that I want
He
to
was utterly
show.
convinced of his discovery,
Because I don't
but
show
he
too many
somehow
people
managed to run
like I
into
don't tell people
temporal
about it a lot.
disruptions in half a day's time.
I'm an artist by profession.
Also,
Wow.
when I questioned
Major
him,
respect to
he
artists,
evaded my
like professional
inquiries.
artists, like really, because after I started digital art, like, you know, learning the platform on my own and what I want to achieve, I have major respect. There are two pieces that I really, really am proud of that I've completed, and when I look at the time and effort I put into that, I'm like, Godspeed to professional artists who can complete their work in 10 hours total, you know? Really, there are artists like that. And I'm like, you know what? I'm good. I will get there if I get there, and if I don't, that's fine. Because like I have so many things that I want to do, so I'm fine with not progressing fast.
Lies that are most challenging to detect aren't usually outright falsehoods. Rather, they hide parts of the truth.
Okay.
The explorer wanted
Hold
to
on.
save his friend, indeed, but he was also hiding something. I've become rather curious about the truth behind this temporal disruption.
I figured her companion mission would be long.
Did you
Graphic
notice something,
designer
Rover?
passionate about creating functional and aesthetically pleasing designs. Work with clients from ranging from Yulia, with all due respect, if you are here to promote some of
For
your
someone
work,
with a terminal illness,
unfortunately I'm
they
not the
should
person
hold
to
on their
ask.
chance of survival,
Because just
no
about
matter how
40
slim.
minutes ago I had
Is that what you
someone,
think?
like earlier in my stream, I had someone do the same as well. I neither have the resources to commission work from people. So like even for my stream, I'm actually working on digital stuff
Maybe she's come to terms with her destiny,
to
or
better organize
maybe
my stream and stuff.
She never planned on continuing to
But
live
I
like
hope
that
for
forever.
you that you have a stable stream of clients that you can
Changli,
at least have a livelihood of. Yeah, I mean, I can
Well,
understand desperate
please
times,
pardon
but
my baseless.
I
I
think
knew you'd notice
it's
too.
good etiquette to keep that if you're in someone's live streams, if you would like to advertise your services, I think an email is more professional, of course. I think an email is more professional. Yeah. All right, Yulia, thank you for dropping by. I hope you have a nice day, yeah? And good luck out there. Don't give up.
The frequency disturbance here is weak. It's similar to past temporal disruptions at Mount Firmament, but not exactly the same.
New temporal disruptions.
Master Xuanmiao's records show that this is where the game record last appeared. This is also where we found that explorer.
as Changli mentioned, this anomaly may indeed have something to do with that legendary game record.
The complete temporal program indicated in that game record. Okay, we're back to the game again.
Exactly. If this were to be the case, then we are not the only ones searching for its whereabouts. The explorer did not tell us about his source
Yeah,
of information.
I know, Haikin.
But his knowledge of Mount Firmament far exceeds that of a first-time visitor.
I mean, people like this, I have a level of sympathy for them because they're like they have no other, like they have to try everything. They have to try everything to get work. And times like this, even for my country, I think even for US, I think US also, it was widely advertised in the media
Rangers will block all
that
entrances to the mountain
finding good work,
you still have
getting
the power to
hired,
send in
I think
garrison
is the
troops
correct word.
as
Getting
needed.
hired is difficult. I don't know what employers are thinking right now. Like even in my country, some employers are just picky to
We left Mount
the
Firmament
way
in a hurry.
we all see
I
it
need to
as
go
job
back up the
seekers. Like
mountain and
we,
investigate
yep,
further.
employers are
I have some
picky as
theories
hell,
that could use
and new kind of
confirmation.
picky compared to like 5 years ago, even 5-10 years ago. So a lot of
We're still
actually
unsure about the exact location and
a lot of the
range
graduates
the
actually
temporal
do have
disruption.
a hard
Regardless,
time
its
securing
reappearance is a pressing
corporate
issue
careers.
that needs our attention. It
Like
may
before
be
I got my
dangerous.
job 4 months ago, like I saw so many vacancies.
Well then,
I've been searching for a new job
thank
since
you,
New Year, but
Rover.
yeah, that's the reality, isn't it? I hope it'll come to you, Haikin. It's just don't give up. As cliche as it sounds, and like, yeah, as cliche as it sounds, and how every other
again for your help.
Instagram or TikToker about
You were supposed
careers
to be here
say,
for a
don't give
relaxing
up.
time. Do take extra caution.
Even for me, like, I think also if you're currently not in a job right now, it's good to upskill, at least in my experience, because I actually had to go through a career transition between October of last year and October of last year and March, or more accurately January, February of this year. So I actually took, how many months is that? 4 months, 3-4 months to upskill and to learn about my current career path on LinkedIn. So I actually put in money for that, and I'm glad that paid off. And it's also, I would say I have it slightly better in a sense that there's not a lot of people in the market that has the skills that I was learning. They are either too senior or they're too junior to have experience. So I was the lucky one who wasn't too senior, so that means they pay me less, but I wasn't completely inexperienced, meaning I have used the skill in some shape or form, like in portfolios and stuff. Yeah, portfolio is another thing. Oh my lord, when I was learning about my career and finding out I have to build a portfolio, I was like, well, it was extra work because I spent more time than I anticipated on my portfolio, and I was lucky I could learn full time while completing my portfolio, actually. So despite feeling a little bit behind, I felt it was valuable experience, even though I didn't actually have people to give me feedback on and stuff like that. Like I could actively use the skills that I learned, I think. So even though it's downtime for you, Haikin, it's downtime for anyone who is in the job seeking market right now. Try to utilize it to upskill in any way. Yeah, that's my advice for now. Okay, hold on, let me see. Okay. Searching for a new job since New Year. I hope Hiking, if you're searching for a job since New Year, are you currently in an old job, or are you doing part-time right now? CK notes. Oh, this is Fooling's notes. Famous doctor visited Mingting, couldn't do anything. So this is just a log of Fu Ling's journey and no, of the guy's, this is the guy's diary and his accounts of Fu Ling's health. Because he wants to save her. This is the letter. This was kind of a goodbye letter for him.
Now it has become quite clear what the two were thinking. I had my speculation. Fu Ling has come to terms with her impending
Still in
death.
the old jobs, I've been in the
She
same place for
doesn't buy
5
into
years.
The legends of immortality. Instead,
I mean,
she
pros
simply
and
wants
cons,
to
yeah.
make the most of the time
You're
she has left.
at least
and
depending
fulfill
on
her and Wu Li's dreams
depending
together.
on your situation, your current job, you're stable, you know? But also like wanting to earn more, sometimes that takes time. It will happen. It will happen. Even though it takes time. Yeah.
If Wu Li wants to reach that so-called paradise, he'll be trapped inside forever. It also means he'll have to give up his entire future as an explorer. That is not what she wants for him. Her ultimate desire is for her lover to embrace her inevitable passing and to realize the joint aspirations they hold in her place. She hasn't given up, but rather clings to hope for their... Why the sudden question? I'm just making an educated guess from... Let's stay focused on the issue. While the diary is cryptic, it still exposes the true intentions of whoever misled Wu Li. It's no coincidence. All the clues point to a correlation between the temporal disruption and the legends of the Weiqi game. Or maybe someone's trying to make us connect the dots.
Okay. So someone is using the poor dude to uncover the secret.
Yes. Information on the actual powers of Jue. This isn't the kind of information an ordinary explorer can obtain. I guess our old friends have still not given up. They went to great
Exodus.
lengths just to lead us here. It would be rather rude of us to not respond in some way. According to the information in my master's notes, the place we're looking for should be just ahead.
I need to be really good to myself and probably call the stream, probably end the stream here. We're probably just more than halfway through this companion story, but I totally need to go to sleep because my eyes sting a little bit. Yeah, I think for you probably have to go rest too, because I'm sure I have a feeling you're as tired as I am. If you're not, then you know, kudos to you. But I need sleep. I do need sleep. Yeah. So thank you so much for coming, Haiki. Like, to be honest, I did not expect anyone to be chatting with me for like, I don't know how long. I had zero expectations of people chatting with me while I'm streaming. So today was a lot of chatting, even though some of them were probably will probably not come back to my stream. But yeah, thank you for coming back, Haiki. I hope you enjoy my streams, and I hope you enjoy like me rambling on what's in my head. So have a good rest. I'm gonna have a good rest. And Saturday, finally, I hope I can do some journaling or whatever it is I'm gonna be doing on Saturday. I'll have to check back my schedule. But yeah, good night, and yeah, rest well. Yeah, rest well. Good.